What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. We're back again with another Pirate King Adventures video, and you can see that we've made a bit of a level jump between the previous PKA video and now. Level 131, when we get to the boss, it's going to be 134, and we are slowly tweaking this team, trying to get a team that can actually get things to work. Now, the team that I do show off in this video today is not a very accessible team, and I completely understand that. However, once I have got to level 150 and I've been able to accumulate a lot of the Usopp and Sanji favorites, I want to try and build a more accessible team that can actually beat it through utilizing the favorite system in the game. We'll see how that goes. But as I said, we're just going to try and aim for level 150. The team that I have built, I do believe, has the capability of beating the boss at level 150. But of course, I have to get there to actually test it out, because the damage that the team does is actually pretty good from my testing so far. Let's see here. How much favorites do I have for Zoro? I have 2. That's not enough. Okay, that's unfortunate. So going for Zoro might not be the best idea here. I might go up the top route. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm not going to fight Odin or Roger in this video. We'll go with Usopp. We'll just pick up the statue. I'm not going to use the favorite system because that's kind of a cop-out. I don't want to show off that in this video. Let's see here. I'll pick up the Saki because I want to get to 150 as soon as I possibly can. Alright, let's pick up this one. Hopefully some more Saki would be kind of nice. Okay, I'll pick up that stamina meat. Basically half a refill. That's pretty good. What do we got here? Another chest. I'll pick up the Zoro statues. Trying to level up the favorites as much as I can. When we get to the boss, I'll show you guys what my leveling system is. Ooh, we'll pick up the Nami statue for the int characters for this season. Next, what else is on the list? A gold Sanji, I suppose we'll pick that up. Because a gold Sanji is basically worth 2 silvers, right? 1 gold is worth 2 silvers. But then a rainbow, if you're lucky enough to get a rainbow, which I actually did land on a rainbow Sanji, I believe, earlier on. That's worth, like, heaps. It's worth, like, 4 or 3 gold statues or something. It's super, super worth it. Another stamina meat. So we basically got a full stamina refill out of this run, which is good. And so before we actually run into Rayleigh, these are what my levels are right now. So we've got Zoro at 32, Nami at 36. So Dex and Int are both a 41% increase, a 1.41 times increase, which is pretty big, I will admit. Like that's huge. Getting those up as high as possibly can to give you the best opportunity at winning is obviously very, very important. So here we are, we're going to land on Rayleigh. Unfortunately, no Zoro buffs to get it to a further increase here, but level 134. Let's go ahead and get the team sorted. Alright, so this is the team that we have here, and as I said at the start of the video, this is not an accessible team. We're using Croc and Dofi as our main captain, and, you know, I was trying to fiddle around with Croc and Dofi because they have really good synergy with Robin and Crocodile, obviously, because Robin and Croc give you color affinity and orb boost, and then you've got Croc and Dofi giving you an attack boost, and then Croc Dofi have the ability to buff all of your other effects. Really, really good. Robin and Jinbei are going to be a mainstay in most teams just because they deal with so much on the final stage, as well as giving you a base attack boost, which is very good. Then we've got Shirahoshi Manchiri for removing that really nasty pain debuff, and then we do have Law and Kid to give us a chain boundary effect. Now, the really weird character on this team is Whitebeard. I really didn't have a replacement for him at the time. I really wanted to try and fit Final Tap Law on the team for the increased damage taken on the final stage. You definitely could probably squeeze that in some capacity, but everything on this team is basically built in such a way. All these supports are required to get around all of the debuffs as well. And of course, the friend captain Robin Koala. We are using the Merry ship with level 12 and modification. So this is what I'm saying. This is not an easy to build team, but I have had success with it thus far, and I want to show it off to you guys. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Hopefully, we're able to show off the victory here today, and once we get to that final stage, you know, we are bumping up the levels. Hopefully, we can actually get the knockout in terms of damage that we can do to this boss fight here. So first thing is first, we need to get all of our switches sorted, because super swaps, especially deeper into level 150, towards level 150 that is, it's going to be very, very important. So first of which, we're going to activate all of our swaps. Ideally, before we move into stage 3, we want Croc and Dofi maxed, we want Robin and Koala at 1 switch remaining, and then Robin and Jinbei, we want 2 switches remaining. Been able to calculate that one and been able to get that sorted. As well as we want to make sure that Shirahoshi Manchiri are able to use their special by stage 4. That is going to be important as well. Getting matching slots is not a requirement for this team either, because we're able to secure matching slots in other means, through super switches and also through Shirahoshi Manchiri. Let's go ahead and kill that Kuma right there. And then another really cool thing about using Croc and Dofi, of course, is due to their captain ability. Their captain ability has a really unique mechanic, of course, whether if you tap with an int slot, a dex, or a quick slot in their dual form, then you're able to inflict resistance down, which does give us a bonus bit of damage against the opponent. Really, really nice effect. Go ahead and do that. We'll just kill this turtle here. and we should be pretty much set here. Switch one more time into Crocodile, and now we are good to go. We have all of our switches in the right positions. We just need to make sure we have enough cooldowns on all of our specials here. We'll stall a couple more turns here, and then we can start using some specials when we reach these mini boss stages. So the first one, of course, against Damalo Black, which we'll be encountering in just a moment. We're going to have all of our cooldowns ready to go. And yeah, as I said, Whitebeard, a very, very odd character to include on the team, but I really didn't have a replacement for him. And the really cool thing about him is that when you do use Whitebeard special, it essentially is a guaranteed 20% health cut that goes through everything. So especially at these high, boss levels, a 20% health cut through everything is pretty big. It's a huge chunk of HP that you can just chip away because of it. So you see, we got a lot of nasty debuffs, but we did have some pretty cool stuff go along here. So we had the support of Karasu attached to Robin Jinbei, which removes 1 turn bind, 1 turn paralysis, which is perfect for this stage. The Merigo ship also removing 1 turn of bind, so we only need to remove 3 turns of the bind left. And then of course the super swap of Dofi and Croc removes 3 turns of bind, gives us the in slots. We'll go ahead and use the switch ability of Robin Jinbei, so we have another character with type advantage on this fight. And then we'll obviously switch into Robin, so we get a color affinity boost, but then we can use the super swap in the next turn, which is going to be really, really cool. So at this point, let's go ahead and do some damage, hopefully get the knockout. Boom, there we go. 11.9 million damage, so we're just edging over that 10 million threshold. I believe he has 10 million, and I think Sentamari has 40 million at this point in time. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's what it was last PKE season anyways. So you see lots of debuffs are inflicted here. Pretty nasty stuff. So first of which, we're going to use the super switch now of Robin and Koala, obviously giving us the, I think it's a 2.25 color affinity boost. And then of course we're going to use their special ability, which is going to enable us to get the orb boost for 3 turns. And the ability to get the color affinity in the next room, which is also going to be important for us. But this is where the pain debuff is causing a bit of issues, losing a lot of HP. Going to use the Shirahoshi Mancherry special here. Now, not only is that going to give us the ability to remove the pain debuff and heal us up a lot of HP, we have the support of Colosseum Neptune, which is going to remove 2 turns of despair for our crew, which is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and remove that debuff. And then we also will have the Law and Kid, which will give us 3 turns of Chain Boundary. So we have it for this stage and the next stage, as well as the fact that they have the support of Treasure Map Rare Recruit Luffy Taro, which removes a further 2 turns of Despair for the crew. So we're good to go. We'll go ahead and switch into Jinbei, so we have another character with type advantage, and we have their super swap ready for the next stage, which is important. And at this point, I guess technically we could switch to Crocodile to give us some more resistance, but it doesn't really matter. We should be able to kill this stage right here. Boom, there we go. 50 million damage, and we still had 1 more int character to attack with, so plenty of damage on that stage. Not an issue at all. And then we reach the final boss versus Rayleigh. So this is where we activate the rest of our specials. And the team synergizes so well here. And I'll show you guys what I mean in just a moment. So first thing is first, if we didn't get matching slots, of course, luckily we did here. We can just use the super swap of Robin to give us a full board of slots. Now the special of Robin Jinbei, as we all know, getting rid of the attack down, the rainbow shield, the threshold, base attack boost, all amazing. Now I can go ahead and use the special of Croc and Dofi. Of course, giving us a 2.75 times attack boost, but also having the really cool ability to buff other buffs that are withstanding on the crew, which is so sick, right? So we can see here that we have the opportunity to pick a bunch of buffs to update. Now, the cool thing is we don't even have to buff the attack and all boost. We can just go ahead and target these 3. And our HP is really low, and then the support of Mr. 1 will give us the ability to remove the rainbow shield and the chain boost. But now we get the synergy with the Whitebeard, because Whitebeard says that if your HP is below 30%, I think, or below 50%, then you buff your attack and all boost by 0.25. So that's cool. And of course, we do have the support of Treasure Map Rare Recruit Jozu, which was a relatively recent release, to remove 1 turn of threshold when we use the special. So this is awesome. And we also get that 20% health cut, obviously. Remove the threshold, the attack and all booster buff. So if we have a look at our buffs here, we have a 3 times attack boost, a 1400 base attack boost. We've got a 2.75 times orb boost, a 0.7 chain multiplier addition. We have a chain boundary, which I believe it was 2-5, I think. But then it gets buffed from Robin, from the Croc and Dofi, of course. Then, of course, we have the 3x color affinity boost, and also the tap timing effect from Law and Kid. So we actually have a lot of buffs here. So hopefully, this is enough to get the knockout. So let's kick it. More than enough damage. More than enough. And we still had Robin Jinbei, and we still had Robin and Koala, which, remember, have a huge boost because they're like the top booster in this entire event. So it should be, I think, over 1 billion damage, and that's also accounting for the 20% health cut that we get from the White Bit special. And also, this team has 3 point boosters on it, which is cool. So we get a few extra drops, which is pretty nice. So overall, I think this team should work versus a level 150. I'm looking forward to testing it at 150 to get a full glance and see what it's actually capable of doing. But that is pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the run through of it. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.